Mic check, mic check.
All right, what is up, everybody?
Mic check.
We got the mic check man over here. We have got no-gi man, the no-gi champ, right? He's the best. He's the no-gi man over here.
Well, there's no more tournaments anymore, so who's the champion's up for grabs. So I am the vocal champion. I'm the cauliflower wing champion.
Cauliflower wing champ. We'll see how that goes today. We've got some great things to talk about today, right after this. Boom. All right. Hey, brother. Drinking a little juicy tango here.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Thanks for coming, man. How you been? It's been a long time.
It has been so long. Yeah. You know how much I miss you, man?
I miss you too, dude. When you came the other day and I was at the park, I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah. About to run back here, man, just to see you. Yeah. How's the audio? Good?
That was good. That was good. A moment for me. Just around the corner, I'm filming more YouTube stuff.
Well, actually,
doing office jiu-jitsu.
So what's going on? Yeah. So let's talk about. Wow, there's so many things to talk about. Okay, the transition from the classes to the channel.
Yeah.
And then I was going through some of the videos, and some of them are like legit teaching you how to choke, you know.
Yeah.
And then some of them are like choke your boss, which was both of them are pretty awesome. And I thought, wow, so maybe let's start with that. So
the YouTube channel is Taipei BJJ. Taipei BJJ.
So if you guys are curious, there's a link in the description, and we're just pulling it up right there.
Yeah, and it's me and my buddy Tarek. Tarek's a cinematographer. He does his job when he's in Canada.
Okay.
And we've been training at my house for a couple years now.
Okay.
And I don't know how we started it. It was just really organic. We're going to start filming stuff. We're going to put it out. We're silly. We kind of know some jiu-jitsu.
Okay,
so
kind of know
some of it's real techniques.
Yeah.
Some of it's some nonsense.
But it
and
seems
we just try
like
to be clear. Some of it is nonsense. Don't do all of it.
Don't choke your boss out. Yeah.
Don't choke your boss.
Well, you can.
But if you want to, we know some good ways.
There's a video on how to do it, how to choke your boss out.
There's a video of how I would do it.
How you would choke your boss out. No, it was good because that makes sense. You were saying he's a cinematographer because we've been doing videos for a while, and when you actually sit down to edit them, it's a pain in the ass. It's a lot of work. And when I watched your videos, like these look great.
And that's the only reason it works is because Tarek enjoys doing that work.
Okay.
He just does it.
You have to like
it. I forget we have a channel. All of a sudden, a new video's out.
Oh yeah.
Show at my house. We film stuff. Yeah. It's a really good system we have going. I hope we can keep it going for a long time.
How often are you guys filming?
Every week.
Every week? Beautiful.
Yeah.
That consistency's there, right?
Yeah.
Good.
That's what Tarek's really helping me with because I'm a little inconsistent in my own personal life.
Inconsistent. You're like the most mellow, chill guy ever created, dude.
Exactly,
so
and that's a problem.
Let's pull your mic a bit closer to you, sir.
There you go. Okay.
Mic check. I talk quietly.
Perfect.
He does talk quietly, right? Like the last time you were here, something was wrong with the cable, and I was like, oh, it sounds all right. And then I went back, and I was like, I was so loud, and you're so quiet. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and this is how my life goes, man. I'll sit back. I'll speak quietly.
Just kind of chilling.
I'll stop recording videos. I haven't put out a podcast in a while.
I was going to say.
So I need people in my life like you. It's telling me to speak louder, put out some podcasts, do some stuff. I need some Tarek in my life.
Yeah.
Show everybody.
This guy's got the abs, man. It makes me jealous every time I see these pictures. Shoot. Yeah. No, so the podcast, let's talk a little bit about the podcast. I remember you were doing the Tales of, what, you want to say the name?
Are you scared to?
No, I'm not. I'm good. I want you to say it.
It's called Tales of Macaque Podcast.
Tales of Macaque Podcast.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Thank you. It's a good name. It's a good show. But I think I need help like putting it out, distributing it. Because I always just I put it off, and then it's been a week, and it's been 2 weeks, and it's been 3 weeks.
How are you feeling about the consistency of the YouTube channel? Do you think you want to maybe do a podcast once a week?
Oh, I mean, I
really?
think with the YouTube stuff, like Tarek's already doing so much, I'm not going to ask him for any more.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like,
so I think my podcast is unrelated, and I could do it better.
Okay, but I mean, does it kind of give you the idea? Hey, maybe I should do the podcast once a week.
No, in my mind, they're just separate.
It's just
they're
fun.
Totally different.
Okay, so they're just like nothing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are doing the YouTube once a week.
Yeah.
And you guys are filming at your house usually?
Mostly, yeah. Okay. We've done a couple on location. Like we just filmed one in front of Taipei 101.
I saw.
That was really fun.
That was awesome. Yeah.
The new one coming out soon. We filmed it at Tarek's Bushiban. So it looks like we're in an office.
Okay. And I saw you guys B-roll in some some kids kind of, grappling and stuff. Just there was,
Yeah.
it's like, it was like,
Yeah.
where is that coming from?
Stock
but also
footage.
very cool. Also
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's stuff that I know nothing about. I don't know how to
Okay.
find stock footage. I
Okay.
don't know anything about that.
Well, that's,
Tarek knows everything.
whenever I go onto someone else's podcast, they always ask me, well, why are you doing it live? And my response was always, I thought everybody just did everything live. So I better figure out how to do it live because it looks like everyone does it live, right?
Yeah.
And then apparently nobody does it live.
Yeah, you're the only
except
one.
for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I only figured out one way how to do it. So I'm just going to keep doing it this way because I know how to do this now. And when I do actual recorded video, I make so many mistakes. Like if I need to record a clip for somebody, it takes me like 20 takes but here it's just like 10 seconds and it's just it's weird.
There's
Just more
something
practice.
to the pressure of a live show. The
Yeah.
bright lights, can't mess up, got to keep going.
Yeah, it's weird, man. You
Yeah.
just keep going. Yeah. But brother, let's grab the first wing before we dive deep, right?
Okay, sure. Let me wash my hands.
Should be
Which
this
one's
one.
first?
There's the wing cam for you
Yes.
guys right there
There's
on
the top
top.
wing cam, right? Ooh, we could have zoomed that bad boy. We've upgraded, man.
Yeah, you upgraded
So I
a
don't
lot.
really. So I don't really go out. I don't really do much, but my beer money goes into this new lights and new stuff because
It's nice.
although it is a small and slow growing thing, I love it. It's so much
Dude, you've been
fun.
doing this a long time, man.
It has
Like,
been
you
how
say
good's your math?
133?
How good's your math? Mine is awful. 133 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's incredible,
So is
man.
that so? What is it? 4 weeks in a month? I don't know. There you go.
Yeah,
That's as
4
far as
weeks
I'm
in a
gonna get. That's as far as I got. So and I know it's over 2 years.
You've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 64 in 1 year.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
And
Get in on
128 in 2 years.
Nice, man. We're
There you
gonna
go. Right.
qualify
So
for
we're
that.
over 2 years.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers. That's all. That's as much as I know. Yeah. We're over 2 years. Every week. Every week. Yeah, I've seen a lot of podcasts come and go, and some of them look amazing. I'm like, well, that's a good one, and then they stop. I think the consistency is important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like for a lot
Super
of
good.
people, right? Like a lot of people starting a podcast is very easy. It's
Yeah.
the first thing that you do, and then you get a high of like 3 weeks, and then you get into a mellow plateau stage where it's just like everything becomes normal, and people are like, "Oh, I want to see growth. I want to have 1 million subscribers in 2 months," and then that's where they lose the edge, and they're like, "All right, it's just not gonna go," and then stop there.
Yeah.
It took me so long to get monetized, and then I've been monetized for over a year,
Oh, yeah?
and there's still like
Congratulations.
zero money.
What does that mean?
So
though?
it's
What do
like-
you mean?
I
What,
mean,
what does
like-
monetize mean if you're not making
like
any money?
like you can
on
put the
YouTube?
ads and whatever on YouTube. I mean, to be honest, usually like non-COVID times, it makes the restaurant is full for this, and the bright lights and people are like, oh, this is cool. People come in and check it out.
Yeah.
And then I connect a lot of people. There's a lot of cool stuff happening with it, but actual like straight like YouTube income, there is some there,
Yeah.
but you have to reach this threshold every month. I think it's like $100.
What
It's not
about
even that
like
much, and I
like a
never
beer,
get it.
What about like a beer sponsor?
Yeah,
'Cause
we,
this is
we
like
could do that.
You're sponsoring the
Yeah.
beer, right?
That's true. Where my beer guys at, man?
Yeah. There's a lot of like brewers in Taiwan want to make a name for themselves. Hit up Eddy, get your beer on camera, pay this man some money.
You see, I never even thought about that. That's crazy, right?
I got you.
That's it, man.
Imagine if I could do this for my own stuff. That'd be magic.
I just told you I'm doing this for over 2 weeks, and I never thought of that myself. Or 2 years,
Yeah.
and I never thought about that.
I got you.
That's it, right?
This one starts delicious, man.
Thanks, man.
So how many are we gonna eat today?
So we're gonna go 5. We're gonna go 5 levels.
Okay.
Yeah. The last one is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Pretty rough. The first 3 are pretty chill, pretty mellow.
I'll tell you, man. Last time I did this show, I was
Yeah.
destroyed for 3 days.
Yeah.
I didn't have a good meal. I
Yeah.
didn't sleep well. And so this time I asked my boss, I was like, boss, what can I do like in preparation?
Okay.
He looked very distant. He's like an old Tai Chi guy. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
yogurt.
Yogurt. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's all he told me.
Okay.
So I had yogurt before and
And you got some in your bag? Okay, okay. So we actually, the horchata helps during, but yeah.
Horchata helps everything.
Yeah,
man.
horchata helps everything. Let's have a little swig of this. Horchata sponsored by Eddy's Cantina, right? By my cantina. Yeah. It's funny when people say, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna be at Eddy's tonight," because I'm
They say
like,
that to you
"Yeah, I'm like, I am Eddy." It's kind of a weird.
everywhere you
weird
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. So let's talk a bit more about your YouTube channel, man.
Okay.
So what sort of inspires you to make content for? Because I mean, you've been doing jiu-jitsu like our last talk for a long time. Like,
yeah,
you've been doing
coming up on 10 years.
Almost
jiu-jitsu.
10 years.
Yeah.
With the 10 Planet no gi, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the dreams were opening up the 10th Planet in Taiwan, in Taipei, right?
Yeah.
That's still there, right? You still want to do that?
Yeah, and it's just to do it properly is still years away.
Okay.
Yeah, I need an APRC. I need a black belt from 10th Planet.
Okay.
And I need some help. I need some local help. You
Yeah,
know?
it's tough without. It's definitely tough without local help. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the only way.
Yeah, for sure. So.
And so that's a situation
okay.
I'm not running into.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
It's 3, 4, 5 years away at minimum.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Beautiful.
Yeah, but I gotta do something. You know, like there aren't that many competitions nowadays because of COVID.
There
hasn't been one since last year. It's been
that was awesome.
Months.
The one at Dynasty, right?
Dynasty had some amazing ones, and now Dynasty's closed.
That was so good. I mean,
yeah.
We went out and we watched the no-gi, right? There was the tag team one, and then there was like the singles tournament.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, being in it is one thing, but being in the crowd, we had so much fun. My wife had fun.
Really?
My wife doesn't watch UFC or BJJ. She doesn't go watch my daughter do BJJ, but she had a great time.
Yeah.
My daughter loved it. My daughter was like screaming for you. It was amazing. It was so cool. Yeah. It was. I was hoping to see that, you know, probably not every month, but every maybe 6 months or whatever is. I don't know what would be more. What would be a good time frame for something like that?
I could do it once a week, but
okay.
There's not that many other competitors.
There you go.
So I'm running out of opponents.
You're like the Hamzat of no-gi,
Sure.
right?
Kill
everybody.
I don't win that much.
Yeah, no.
I'll just show up. I'll try.
No, man, it was amazing, and just watching it. I don't know. I feel like after I haven't done BJJ for a little bit, so full disclosure, because after COVID, everything kind of shut down.
Yeah.
And then the business was kind of low. It was okay. And then, you know, you started kind of getting things back to normal. Things are good again. And then the first thing I do is I put my daughter back in first, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So she's doing well. But yeah, you know, after doing BJJ and watching, then starting to watch UFC, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
You understand it a little bit.
It's like,
yeah.
You know, underhooks and you know, like, you know, all the hooks are in and the body triangles and stuff. And like, I feel like the last pay-per-view had some good BJJ in it, right?
Yeah, you see Mackenzie Dern's fight was incredible.
Yeah.
She jumped guard against the cage.
Yeah. What did you think of that fight? Yeah.
It was pretty amazing.
Did you think she won? Yeah.
I never really think like that in terms of the fight. I just want like magical moments.
This guy's just like nobody loses.
No.
And he's just like
no.
I love it.
I don't remember.
Yeah. No, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that was one of the best fights.
The second round was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
She just destroyed her, right? Like the pulling guard.
She had
a
standing Kimura.
That was
fully
amazing.
Locked in. Her arm was in pain. Drops down. The lady, I forget her opponent.
Tisha Torres.
Props to her. One of the toughest performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's never been knocked out or tapped out or anything, apparently.
And she was really close.
She was close.
Super close.
Mackenzie Dern is like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu prodigy, right?
Yeah,
her dad is like a champ.
Yeah.
And she's been doing it since she was like 5 or something.
Yeah.
So she's really good. Yeah.
And then, of course, comes out and Gilbert Burns.
Oh, that was good. Tell me about that.
That's the elephant in the room right there.
Yeah.
So that was...
yeah, man.
I think that what that fight represents is like, that's what we all thought fighting would look like before we saw it. Like we thought it was just two ultimate savages just swinging punches, just doing sick grappling.
Yep.
And that never really happens in the UFC, right? It's always like they could, but they're too measured. Or their skill's not level enough, or one guy gets destroyed.
Yeah.
But Kamzat and Gilbert Burns was the first time we saw like two dudes going full tilt for the entire time and almost dying for it.
Gilbert said he was down to die. He's like, I'm not going out. I'm not going out.
And you can tell that's the only way that fight happens.
And I thought it was great because I was more excited for that fight than any other fight, first of all.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping there was 2 more rounds, but maybe next time. But Hamzat just destroys everybody.
Yeah.
And then he got all the way to the top to Gilbert, and everyone's like, he's going to kill Gilbert. I'm like,
no, I never.
I think
thought
he'll
that.
beat Gilbert. I think
that.
he'll beat him, but only because he's fights at 185, and Gilbert has fought at 155. I said that was why I picked him. And I know he's got like that Sambo, like that Chechnyan, Russian, Dagestani, like wrestling and stuff. So that's a pretty good counter to jiu-jitsu, right? On the feet, he's good. And I thought it's going to be pretty close, but I didn't think it would be that close and that good.
It was razor close.
Yeah.
One thing I was surprised though, for that fight, I was surprised that the fight was not too much on feet. Because I was expecting Hamza to take him down, grapple him, and use his wrestling to not go into round 3.
Oh, but Gilbert Burns too dangerous.
Exactly.
Now he's jiu-jitsu world champion.
Because I thought like Hamza, if he wants to have like a safe insured victory, in round 2, grapples the guy, takes him on ground, gives him a choke or something, and damages that guy, so that round 3 is pretty much a KO. I was not expecting him to be for 3 rounds all on feet.
Yeah. I think. What did you think, man?
Oh, it was just a dream come true.
It was
better than Christmas.
We had it. We showed the fights, right? So we had the place. It was maybe half, 3/4 full. Usually UFC's full, but we actually canceled last month because somebody booked a private party like half a year in advance, and it ended up being Colby and Masvidal like the same time. And I was like, no. Do you want to move it to another day? I'll give you a better price. And they're like, no, I don't want to miss that fight. So I was so bummed. I was so bummed. But even better than that was the Hamzat fight, right?
Yeah.
And I just knew that it would be close, but it was just Hamzat. I mean, he got knocked down, like he got wobbled, like it was incredible.
Yeah.
I was curious to see how his wrestling would be if he really did pursue the takedowns and stuff, right?
Yeah, but Gilbert Burns is so dangerous.
No, yeah, it's not
so dangerous.
It's not wise, but it's just that Hamzat is. I think he's just like he doesn't care. He'll just do it, right?
Yeah.
And he's just. Did you see him? His last fight with Li Jingliang.
That's so scary.
You just like picked him up. Hey, Dana. Get off the phone. Don't go on the phone when you're on my fight.
Yeah.
The guy's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he just like put him to sleep. It was crazy, right?
I've never seen anything scarier.
He is actually legit scary,
Yeah.
right? Like if you look at him, if you look at him when he's like in his like rage mode, it's like his pupils are bigger.
Yeah.
Like he just looks like it's like an animal. He's just like it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know the exact his childhood, but some sort of refugee situation.
Yeah.
Like some sort of nightmare.
He has
something
a
you
rough
wouldn't wish
one.
on anybody.
He has a rough one.
He must have had that because
I think they talked about this on Joe Rogan. Like Hamza, there's a reason why this guy is such a savage is because he was not raised in the optimal situations.
Yeah.
He was raised between atrocities, and then that's how he learned the spirit to fight, and that's why he's more dangerous because he doesn't fight to win, he fights to kill.
Yeah.
And those are not my words. On Joe Rogan, they sound really good, and they don't come from me.
That's perfect.
But
yeah.
That guy who fights to win, he's an animal.
It's true. 100%.
And this is why I can't be out there fighting. My life is too cushy.
There you go.
I grew up spoiled. Like I don't stand a chance.
You're Rocky sleeping in the silk sheets now. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
When he goes to fight, who is it? Clubber Lang for the rematch. Yeah. The Conor McGregor where he's like, I want to fight, and everyone's like, dude, you have like yachts and stuff. I mean, like these guys are coming
Conor
from the
McGregor.
streets.
He was training in my hometown for maybe the last fight, maybe the one before. He was in Newport Beach in California.
Okay.
And he was riding his bike, his super big tricked out bike.
Yeah.
And there's a parade behind him every single day of people just taking photos.
Yeah.
And he's just like, trying to ignore
He's
it.
kind of trying to be like,
trying to train.
That's so
And
funny.
it's you can't do it, man.
Yeah, it's
impossible.
tough. Yeah.
Impossible.
Let's grab the next one then.
Yeah, let's
the
do
next
it.
one is Chipotle.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Take care. Yeah. Bye. That is Chipotle. So it should be a little bit spicier.
Be careful for the last one.
So the last one is a rough one, man.
I'm actually excited about the next one, Jan versus Sterling. Is it the one in June? Is it Sterling versus Jan or it's a
Sterling versus Yan was right after the
That already
Hamza.
happened.
Oh, so there's
No,
one
we're
big
talking
fight
about
coming in June actually.
The
Is it
next,
Oliveira
the next
versus,
big one is Oliveira Gaethje.
Yes, Oliveira Gaethje. That's
Oliveira
right.
Gaethje,
That's right.
man. Yeah. And I think who else is on there? There's another really good fight on there. I can't remember.
Tony
who it is.
Ferguson's fighting Michael
Yeah,
Chandler.
That's what
Oh
it is.
yes,
yeah.
that's another good one. Yeah.
My heart already hurts for that one.
Yeah.
We already saw Tony get fucked up twice.
By the
three
gate,
times.
when he got messed up by Gaethje, and he was kind of trying to shake it off. I was
Sucks,
like, "Oh
man.
no,
It
stop the
sucks.
fight!" Yeah, it was bad.
Even when Dariush got him in a honey hole, he
Yeah,
ripped his
yeah.
knee apart with a heel hook.
Yeah, and
they kept fighting.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was rough, man.
I have a big soft spot in my heart for Tony Ferguson, and this
Tenth Planet,
it's
baby.
getting to that point where
Yeah.
it's like,
You kind of want him to stop, right? But he's Tony Ferguson.
yeah, and he
They
might pull something out.
He could.
You never
I
know, but
remember.
Michael Chandler is so scary, man.
He is. Yeah, when we KO'd Dan Hooker, that was crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Dan Hooker's gonna win this for sure." Just got smashed.
Yeah.
Damn, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So where do you watch the fights, man? I always try to get you up here for some fights, but
I watch.
just drinking tea and
Oh,
doing yoga and stuff.
yeah.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, I watch fights Sunday evening. I catch the download, I torrent them, and I watch them in bed.
Okay. Okay.
Because for 2 years, man, I was teaching jiu-jitsu during the fights, Sundays at noon.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of a good routine that I fell into of
Okay.
like all my social media is just fight spoilers.
Okay.
So
yeah,
for Sunday,
for sure.
I would
That's
need
why
the
I can't watch
discipline.
them. Yeah, yeah.
I'd need the discipline of not looking at the phone, which is nice.
So you have
Like,
one day of no social. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And it was good because I was going to the gym and I was seeing my friends. So that's social activity as it should be,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Not the fake social media kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so since Chinese New Year, I haven't been teaching classes.
So
And
tell me
so
about
I'm still
that.
kind of in that routine of take Sundays off. And
Okay.
if you're closer to me, I'd come by. But
No, that's cool, man.
We're
I know.
opposite
That's
ends of
cool.
the
I know.
city.
Yeah, we're pretty
Yeah.
far for sure.
yeah,
No, I mean,
this is already getting spicy.
getting there, right? All right. All right.
Already
All
feeling
right. There we go. Little juicy tango from Tilted Shack. Wash it down.
Yeah, and so a lot of people have been asking me about like
Yeah.
why my classes ended.
Yeah, because
And it's a little hard story to tell just because I don't understand it.
okay.
But the gist of it is for 2 years, I was teaching no-gi jiu-jitsu at
Yeah.
a Tai Chi school with
Okay.
the full support and love of the Tai Chi master. It was
Okay.
a small, no-name Tai Chi school. He
Okay.
just loves jiu-jitsu.
Beautiful.
He tried a couple other teachers and there were problems. He got me in there.
And you're like the
and we
most
worked
like
together.
mellow, holistic dude ever. Yeah. I love
Yeah,
it.
like we understood each other. Like we would
Perfect
talk.
for
We would
Tai
talk
Chi.
about the necessity of feng shui in the gym.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, we
I
need the
I'd
windows
love to be there
open.
for that. Yeah. Okay.
The class was looking over trees. I needed the windows open. I hated air conditioning on.
Okay. Yeah.
Natural sunlight. We don't
Yeah.
need these lights.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful.
Awesome music.
Beautiful. Okay.
And so everything was really good. And then about 3 months before classes ended, he stopped talking to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
this just sent me for an emotional spin.
Yeah, of
like I
course.
don't know, and I still don't know, and I will probably never know if there was like a problem, if I did something to upset this
That's
guy.
weird. Huh?
I'll never know if nothing happened, like he just has some personal thing and I'm
Yeah.
imagining
It
things.
could be that. Yeah.
Or it's just he was, we could call it incompetence in a very understandable way. Gyms are hard to run, and maybe he was making decisions that weren't in the best interest of anybody. But for example, one day he changed my class time. He moved it back 30 minutes.
Okay.
Nobody could figure out why. So the first day I show up and we're just sitting there for 30 minutes. Like, should we wait? Like,
Yeah.
no one's at the gym. This is not obvious why we're doing this. The next week, I had to sit outside for 30 minutes. He didn't give me a key. So all of a sudden, I'm sitting in the
man.
rain. I'm coming home half an hour later, and there's no benefit. Like, am
Yeah,
I
that's
getting
a bummer,
punished?
man. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And so
Oh, that's a huge bummer, man.
yeah, and so things changing at the gym with no translator to work with, no contract to fall back on.
Was it all
no key I
Taiwanese
could go
people
in.
and somebody was translating? Okay.
Yeah,
Translate for
so
you?
like
Okay.
when he wanted to talk to me, he'd grab somebody, and
Okay.
sometimes it was okay, and sometimes it was confusing.
Okay.
So who knows? We were just things were magical for a long time, and then all of a
Okay.
sudden the magic left.
Oh, that's such a bummer,
Yeah.
man. But it's just it's weird and it's surprising because, I mean, I don't think anyone could be mad at you. You know what I mean? Like you're the
No,
most
I
mellow
disagree.
guy.
I disagree.
No, man,
'cause
you're
everybody has shadow side, you know, and so. Especially when I'm doing jiu-jitsu is kind of my shadow work. That
Okay.
is the time where I get to be violent. I get
Okay.
to be rude.
okay.
I will, if I'm passing your guard, I will stick my knee in your ribs.
Okay.
You know, I'm not
No,
scared
no,
of
it's
that.
good to do. Yeah, that's a good.
If somebody is in my class and they're doubting themselves, I will
Okay.
very rudely tell them that they're better than they think they are.
Okay.
stuff like this can rub people the wrong way.
Oh,
The
that's
teacher
encouragement, though, isn't it?
Yes,
Like,
but
if they're not good,
if
you're
it's
not supposed to tell them?
confusing
Okay.
or who knows?
Okay, well,
I just have to sit back and think of every possible thing that could have gone wrong. And
so that's
a lot
it.
of
I mean,
things.
what about like the home stuff? I mean, I remember.
yeah, so I
don't know if
train
we
at
talked about
home,
that, yeah?
but that's got to be
on the DL,
you know, it's on the DL. It's invite only. I have a housemate.
Gotcha.
She doesn't want people over all the time.
Okay,
We can't be
okay.
running classes. It's not a gym.
Okay.
So I do train there. So I'm good. Like my training is good. My progression in the martial arts is good.
Okay.
We switched our energy to YouTube with the help of Tarek.
That's
And
wow. Okay.
So, I have nothing to complain about. Like, I love teaching class. I thought it was a great opportunity. And
Would you still take one-on-ones with people and stuff? If
yeah,
they're into
yeah.
it?
Yeah, if
Okay,
anyone's
okay.
interested in private lessons, hit me up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Because I mean, there's not that many like no gi, like
Right.
everybody's gi, which it is what it is, but
Yeah.
I don't see that many that are just kind of like really pushing the no gi, right?
Right. And everywhere I go, people come to me and say they want more no-gi.
No-gi,
Like,
yeah.
it is like a niche that like
Yeah.
people want to get filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about no gi versus gi, right? And saying that obviously both are cool,
Yeah.
but no gi is kind of the cool thing is that if you're in the street or something, it's just kind of like street clothes almost, right? Whereas like you don't have this like this chef. Maybe
I mean, yeah, you do.
this dude, I got this chef jacket where you can kind of
That's
just
a bad example.
but I don't really wear it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there you
I
go.
mean, mine would rip.
Yours would
but,
rip.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I never really think about like street applicability of jiu-jitsu.
Okay,
That's not
okay.
like a reason I get into it. But I
Okay.
do think that there are some people who think these ways. People like, do people in Taipei live in a dangerous area where like it's impossible? Like,
That's also.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got into a situation twice
In Taipei,
in Taipei.
are you okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was fine. I was fine. So you're out, you're having a couple of drinks and whatnot, and then you're taking care of a couple of your friends, and
He's
they're
a young
out
guy,
because
so
you're
he still
there.
goes to the parties and stuff, right? Where the drink. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Which area of town is this? Shini or Tianmu?
No, it's actually
No,
Yuan
not
San.
Tianmu.
What?
It's Maji Square.
Okay, yeah.
So that's like back in the
Triangle
years.
and stuff,
Right
yeah.
now,
I
it's
used to
very
party
much
there.
refined,
Yeah.
but like 4 or 5 years ago, it's not too much refined, right? And then taking care of a couple of friends, and this girl, a drunk guy, just pulls up one of my friends and it's just like being rude, and after giving a lot of verbal warnings, won't listen. So in the end, my friend is like, "Hey, now all the other guys have tried. I want you to help us out." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Let's go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, man, you're drunk. I'm not, and I just want you to back off." And I'm telling this nicely because I can give you pain that you
Drunk
won't
guy
even-
logic.
Drunk guy
Exactly.
logic. Yeah.
And I told him like, if
That should be one, man. That's one of your clips right there. Drunk guy logic. Let's get some big guy coming there. Fuck you, dude.
no, the
Yeah.
funny thing for me was he was not big at all.
Okay.
He was like
okay.
something I could take down easily. And
Okay.
I told him I wanted to be polite, right? It's like what you said. Don't want to be rude. So I told him like, I'm not being rude. Just back off. No one's interested. Just have your night and let us have our night. Doesn't listen, approaches, and I'm like, all right, cool. I just go on, grab his waist, pull him in a choke, and I'm like, look, I can go even further. But
Did you
this,
practice a choke before this, or you just?
Yeah. I practiced.
He
that.
does BJJ too.
Yeah.
Hey, where do you train?
UFC.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Who's,
I give
who's
him
your coach?
Marco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Very lucky.
he's the guy.
Yeah.
And I give him a slight choke, and I'm like, dude, I can go even further. I don't want to because you're drunk. I'm not. Just leave us the F alone, all right?
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. And then he was like a bit mad, but he didn't do anything, but physically, just verbally, and he just left off.
Okay.
But then stuff like that, I feel like that's why I like Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. It's because it takes you out of the situations that you...
Where you kind of get,
Yeah.
like if you don't have something, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
should I fight this guy or should I?
No one wants
or
to
you
fight.
get scared maybe, and then you're kind of
Yeah.
frozen.
Oh, dude, I still go
yeah.
through this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a guy yelling at me at the comedy club recently,
Right.
and I totally froze.
Okay.
And like
okay.
I was talking to people about it afterwards, and like, well,
Dude,
why
you're
didn't
like
you
the
just
king,
fight him?
dude.
Like, why
Yeah.
didn't you just take him down and choke him? I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's crazy.
Like literally, he was just yelling. I panicked. I just backed away. I was doing this.
Yeah.
That's what people don't know.
Yeah.
Like people who fight that I've encountered for the past couple of years.
They're the ones that don't want to fight. They got that
Yes.
shit out already.
People
you know,
who
at the
fight-
gym.
exhausted.
Yeah.
are the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like when I practice, I make so many mistakes, and people who are well experienced than I am,
Yeah.
they would actually hold me, lift me, and be like, "Nah, put your leg that way, put your knee
Yeah.
that way," and just
Trying
so
to help.
soft spoken, so nice. The people who learn fight, they don't actually want to fight.
So that's what my daughter does BJJ, right? And she likes it. And there's a small percentage of like us dads that have little girls that are like, you know, my girl needs to know BJJ, right?
Yeah.
For
I
obvious
fully
reasons.
support, man. I think
For
that's
obvious
tremendous.
reasons, right?
Yeah. I can't
mean-
think of something better for a little girl to do.
Yeah, I mean for
Yeah.
boys as well.
Yeah.
But it's always cool when, you know, a boy her size or bigger, you know, tries to take her down and she like triangles him or something, and I'm just like, yeah.
They're doing like full chokes as children.
They are
Is that
doing.
what they do?
When they get close to the choke, the coach Matt will like he'll be like, okay, stop, you know, like
okay,
so it's
okay,
not
smart.
like
Yeah,
kill a kid, right? It's not that, right?
That's like a controversial
Yeah,
thing.
so it's like yeah.
Because some kids programs they do it. They're like,
Yeah.
here's how you break someone's arm, and I'm always like,
yeah.
is that good? Shouldn't
Are
just
you
be doing,
teaching
like-
this 5-year-old kind of how to judge if
Yeah.
someone takes his Tonka toy car, if they should snap his arm off?
Yeah, and that's a tricky.
It's not a
tricky
great-
thing.
it's not great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a tricky
yeah.
thing.
So my daughter loves it.
That's good,
and
man.
and
Glad
I
to
think
hear.
like there's always some people that are like that's weird. That's not for girls and stuff. I'm like, man, like eventually she'll be big. She's 10 now. She stays in until she's like, 15, 16. By that time, I don't expect her to have a black belt or be an Olympic champion or anything, but she's probably going to be better than 95% of the world, I would guess.
Definitely.
And then that 5% that's better than her are going to be like you, where they're just like so mellow. Like if you talk to like Rafael or any of those guys, those guys are so chill.
Yeah.
And they're so, and especially the Brazilian guys are just like, hey, like, everybody's so mellow and it's great.
Yeah,
and
nothing
those
to
are the
prove.
guys that can crush people,
Yeah.
and they would never because they're just chilling.
Yeah, what's the
And I love it.
benefit?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, man. Beautiful. Let's grab the next one, brother.
Talking about Rafael, he just commented, "Oops."
Yeah, there you go. Oops. Yeah. Rafael, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Let's have a swig of this, man.
Man, I'll tell you one thing I really wish. I wish UFC gym allowed me to stop in sometimes.
Sorry, say what?
How
I
can we
wish
make that
UFC
happen?
gym would let me come train sometimes.
Come and train, like come and roll?
Yeah,
Or
just if I could
teach,
come
or
in
what?
like once a month and just roll with there's so many good guys at UFC gym.
Yeah.
But the front desk, it's like I gotta like sneak in or something. I gotta have like a costume. I'm just here to fix the vent.
There you go.
Take it
Yeah.
off. Got rash guards.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I can see if I can hook you up with some trial thingy.
Yeah,
And you
please.
can
I
join me at
know
the jiu-jitsu
actually-
class. Yeah.
I know one of the guys who the head of marketing, he was, we'll see what we can do, brother. That's Korean, man. Get on that. Yeah, it's going to get spicier.
It's already getting so spicy.
yeah, there you go,
My
there
nose
you go.
already running.
There you go. Yeah, because
Can act tough though.
because Aaliyah loves it, and
It's already
she actually
so
got a
spicy.
sponsorship. Yeah, I haven't even put that one in yet, but she has she had a sponsorship for a year to go, but the problem is it's really far for us to get anywhere from here, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, and then it's also the other problem is like she goes to Matt, right? Like, and Matt's close, and we love Matt,
Yeah.
and she loves Matt.
Matt Bateman,
And
Sprouts Jiu-Jitsu.
Actually, we got a picture of Matt on there somewhere. Shoot, we gotta
Give me a number.
I can't remember the number. We'll bring it up in a bit. Sorry, man.
All right.
So Matt, also David, right? She
Yeah.
loves David. David
Galway.
Way. David, right? Guy's a monster.
My
yeah.
brother.
And again, he's so big, and he's like the most chill dude ever.
Yeah.
Right? It's great.
Yeah.
Also, there's another one up here that does adult as well. Antoine Fairs. She hasn't gone back to that one yet because her Thursdays are just so slammed with homework right now,
Yeah.
and that's
Busy
tough. But we
kids,
will
bro.
be back, and she loves it, and so that's why they're like, yeah, come to UFC, we'll sponsor it. I'm like, it's not really the money. It's kind of like she loves her senseis and stuff, man. She loves these guys, right? She
Yeah.
loves Matt.
And I always think like
it's like-
convenience is really important for gyms.
Very important, yeah.
Like if it's that far away, it's gonna be
It's tough, but also I
Yeah.
think
ruins the energy.
it's also like
I'm already dying just from
Get in
licking my
there.
fingers from this
Yeah,
one.
okay.
It's already rough.
Okay. But I mean, the
Still
loyalty.
wing cam, that's like the Korean barbecue. Is
That's
that
right,
wrong?
That's right here. Boom, boom.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's the Korean right there, man.
Yeah.
Korean.
Spicy
Korean.
Koreans.
Spicy Korean.
Love
Yeah.
spicy
That's actually one of my favorite ones.
It's actually a big seller, that one. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, like we also kind of want to teach, yes, go try everything, but also, you can be loyal too. You want to teach some loyalty. She goes there, she rolls with her friends, she has a good time. Sometimes if she goes to a class and it's all new people, it's okay, but it's not as fun as when she's rolling with her buddies, right?
Always.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the
Friendship
same.
and convenience is
Yeah.
like so important.
so we do want to do some more, but I also can't have my 10-year-old doing jiu-jitsu 6 days a week, right? I might burn her out a little bit.
Would she want to?
Yeah,
What do you
I don't
think?
know.
Okay.
I would like her to, obviously, but I don't know if that'll burn her out. It probably would.
Yeah, that's such a
For
tricky
t-
thing. I can
Yeah,
imagine.
because I mean, she likes it. Like she's like, boom, she's ready for her jujitsu. And
Even me doing it 6 days a week is a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So it's like, do I want to burn out a little kid who likes it? Not really, right? So
No.
it's a tough call. It's a tough
Yeah.
call, man. Tough call. How's this one? All right.
So spicy. In my mind, it was like, oh, I only have to worry about the last one.
Sorry,
I
man.
forgot that like I'm very sensitive. I'm sweating already. I told my dad that I was going on here.
Oh, yeah?
And he got so scared. He's like, you have to eat spicy food? Oh, no. He started sweating. just hearing
Really?
that. Yeah.
His heart rate went up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I remember last time you were saying your family doesn't eat spicy.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Yeah. And in Taiwan, do you ever go out for spicy stuff, spicy hot pot and stuff like that?
Not hot pot, but I got addicted to Indian food when I
Oh,
was in Taipei. Yeah,
hey,
there's
there
really
you
good,
go,
like,
yeah.
real good Indian food right near my work and near Tai Power.
Mm-hmm.
I went
Shout
there
out.
so much.
What's it called?
Masala House,
Okay, masala
cheapest
house.
lunch deal in the city.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
went there so much, I got hemorrhoids, so I had to like really stick off.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I way overdid it. I was there every single day.
I remember you were saying that when you like something, you just like go hard on it and then you overdo it and you burn yourself out. That was one of the things we talked about last time, yeah?
Something like that.
Yeah, I love it. But
Trying to find balance.
But when we went to that German like Oma's house
Yeah.
thing, that thing was great, man.
Yeah.
I brought my wife there a few times after that.
Yeah.
It was
It's one of my
great.
go-tos.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, fantastic place. Wow, super quiet today. Slow day.
I'm already dying. Can you help me?
Awesome, bro. Awesome. It's all good. So, what is your the goal? What's your goal for the YouTube channel?
For me, it's really just having fun with
Okay.
with Tarek.
Okay.
Yeah. We have some real fun ideas in the making, and to put any other pressure on it just doesn't feel right at this time.
Okay.
Like to make money off
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't seem right. To get a certain amount of views, I don't know enough about YouTube to like make that a reliable goal.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
Um,
It should be fun for a while at least, right?
Yeah, and I wish we had a higher goal. Like maybe he does. I could ask him. Maybe he has like a subscriber number or something in mind.
Like it's YouTube is tough because I've also interviewed a lot of like full-time YouTubers that's what they do, right?
Yeah, and we're always going to be
200,000.
part-time YouTubers.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So exactly, right? And they're doing this full-time, and their income is pretty much all from YouTube, and they're like, people tell them that it's like the dream job, but actually they're like making content like 3-4 times a week, and they're editing,
yeah.
and they're coming up with other content, and it's just like this cycle of craziness, right?
Yeah.
And yeah. Thanks, man. Take care, bud. See ya.
Well, with those YouTubers, actually, it's way. So I work with them, right?
Yeah.
And it's the schedule is something that you really don't want because they have to cater to all these different people. And the thing is, what you see the successful YouTubers, that is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There's
Like
like,
a
a 5
business.
gazillion people down
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
making their way to scramble up there. So that's why it's like the reason why it seems achievable is because all you have to do is publish a video.
Thanks, man.
But then it takes so much work. Like, I work with few of them, and I personally, for myself, I don't want a lifestyle like that. Basically, no sleep, no personal life. everything is out there. You're
Everything
just
you do,
working
yeah. They're just
according
kind of
to
like,
all the people. Yeah.
you're like-
Like literally, I was working for a client. He's a full-time YouTuber,
Yeah.
and then
come in, you're like, oh fuck,
Hey,
hey.
what's up,
no, it's
everybody?
actually like that. It's actually
you
like
have
that.
to, yeah. It's
I
like
can
the
never do that.
It's like those Instagram ones,
I
right?
can never do it.
Where people are like those Instagram filters where they're just like, and then you turn on the Instagram like,
Yeah,
what's up?
and that's why I purposely do it the opposite. If
Yeah.
I take a photo, it's like,
You got the best photos, brother.
yeah, and it's always the inverse of that relationship because I hated. My family was on this; they're all fighting or all sad, and then take a photo,
yeah. It's like,
and then so I went the opposite. I was like, no, like my life's pretty good, so I'm gonna take photos like it's not.
That's good. I love it. I love it. And it's also like that's some of the advice I get from some of the big successful guys to niche down and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
but I love this, man. I love chatting with you. I love chatting with people that are doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a cool story there. And people sometimes ask me like, what's the goal? For myself, I just want to share some stories. And sometimes it fills the restaurant up, and it's usually pretty
Yeah.
good. And that was never a goal. I actually was wanting to keep it separate from the restaurant for so long, but it's just cool stuff, man. And I just want to chat, and I would just nerd out on gear, then be like,
Yeah,
ooh,
it's
get a
insane.
camera,
Yeah.
and I want to try something else. Ooh, how do I like a before Rushi was here, that little black box on the table there, I would have it here, and I'd be pulling up whatever, and it's crazy.
I
You
remember trying to figure it out last time I was here. I was like,
Yeah.
you're just on a whole other level than me.
But it's
really
no,
cool.
it's not like a competition. It's just that's kind of what I, like my hobby has become this. You know what I mean? Like this is what in my free time, I get up in the morning and I don't watch news. I put UFC news on. That's what I watch. Like any kind of UFC, like 5-minute YouTube videos, talking about what happened, in the day for UFC. That's what I watch.
You get some cryptocurrency news.
Cryptos, of course, crypto. Got some cryptocurrency stuff, right? Got the
You have
crypto.
your own coin? Is that real?
I don't have my own coin. No,
okay.
no. We
on
accept crypto though here.
Okay.
We're the first, I think, brick and mortar place.
Would you accept Marshall coin?
Of course, dude. Always
Marshall coin on sale soon.
coming soon. Yeah. No rug pulls here.
Not a
Right,
scam.
Yeah. Not a scam. Yeah. Source. Trust me, bro. Yeah. Right?
Trust.
Yeah, but no, it's cool. That's a whole other topic. That's been going great. I've been doing that. That's great. Yeah. So I mean, I really don't think that. Yeah, like again, when I want to learn something, I'll just YouTube on how to do this live stream better. It's great. I love it. It's fun, and I apply it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you're
the
doing it
channel's
like
growing.
essentially, this is like your second house, right? Like
Yeah, pretty much.
This restaurant
Yeah.
you're here all the time. It's
Yeah.
your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And it's cool, and usually fills the restaurant up, and people come in and they check it out, and it's cool, and you get to the way I met Rushi was I went to an all hands panel speaking thing, right? And everybody there is like, oh hey, I love Eddie's restaurant, I love Eddie's canteen, I love his kitchen, and there's like one person who's like, I love your podcast, and I'm like,
Oh, what?
what? I don't care about the restaurant. I'm like, I'm sick of the restaurant. I'm done with that. Podcast, and it was him, was Rushi. It's like, let's
Oh,
do
yeah?
something.
You're
I was
a
like,
fan
he's the
before?
guy. I was like,
Oh,
yes,
cool,
let's do
cool,
it. Let's
cool.
do it.
Was that a genuine compliment? You did love the podcast?
I got into connection with this place a couple of years ago via one of my best friends. He got me here, and he's like, yeah, this the owner of this guy is into UFC, and I'm like, no way. There's no one in UFC except me in the world.
What are you talking about?
And he's like, no. And then I was sitting there, and then he points me like, look at that gloves and all. I'm like, what the hell did I just discover?
Yeah, man.
And then I discovered that, and I discovered the podcast. I'm like, double down.
Gotta come
And then,
by. Gotta come
the tables work that way, where I just like that all hands event that Eddie mentioned. I just like, oh shit, that guy's just right there. I'm like, yeah, let me talk to him about the
Let's
podcast.
go. Yeah. And I was just like, ooh, podcast.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you guys got to wait.
Yeah,
You
I
just wanna
have
talk
the
about food.
opposite.
Yeah.
I have the opposite reaction.
Yeah.
Where someone's like, "Hey, I heard your podcast." Like, what did I say?
You're like,
Like,
was it good?
like for the same thing as for years, I did stand up comedy,
Yeah.
and I just did it
yeah.
again this weekend.
Okay.
And I don't know, something about me. It's like a cathartic thing where it's like I kind of just have to sit here and spew and then forget about it.
Okay.
And so for someone to bring it up later, it's like an invasion of my space. Like,
you're like, how
hey,
dare
I saw
you
you on stage. Like, gee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I don't know why.
funny.
Like,
That's
it's
so
just
funny,
every
dude.
single time.
Wait, so you're into stand-up comedy as well?
Yeah.
I was.
You went
and
to
then
23, right?
Yeah, it's a whole story.
It's a story. Well, we're here for stories, bro. You know, shoot.
That one's ongoing.
that one's
when it's
ongoing.
resolved, maybe I can go public with it. But
Gotcha, man. So I just want to talk one more thing about your channel.
Okay.
So how do you decide when you want to do like a legit, like this is how you do this choke, or like let's make a funny one?
Oh,
Do
I
you-
mean,
do you have any-
it's pretty improvised the way we do it
Okay.
at all levels.
Okay.
So sometimes we're working on a move. Like the first one was the mounted smother choke.
The link for the mounted
we were
smother
working
choke's in the
that.
description.
We
Yeah.
worked that for 6 weeks before that, and we're like, okay, so obviously that's our move.
Okay.
And so sometimes we have something that we talk about all the time.
And that's you guys made that, right?
No.
I mean, no.
No, we say we made it
Yeah,
because that was a viral John Danaher video.
Oh, really? Oh,
so
shoot.
it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it was getting passed around
There
a lot.
you go.
where
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
hilarious. Okay, so I even
it was
missed
kind of like
that.
to break the ice. Like, yeah, no, we made this up.
Okay,
and that's
that's
like
funny.
that's a funny like douchebag like jiu-jitsu thing to say. It's like I made up this move, and it's like you didn't make up anything, man. Like
That's
no
crazy.
one's making up jiu-jitsu moves.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of jiu-jitsu, that last UFC with Alexei Olenek, right?
Yeah.
That guy's great. I love that guy.
He's crazy.
And his scarf holds and his Ezekiel chokes.
Crazy.
Right, this guy's just so big and so strong.
Yeah.
And it's funny because me as a like a white belt, you know, you're rolling in gi and stuff, and sometimes you end up on top, sometimes not, and sometimes you just don't know what to do. And there was the last time he fought, or 2 times ago, he uses that a lot, that scarf hold, right? Yeah. And so I'm like, I just did it. I'm just going to go for that
So
scarf
rude.
hold, right?
So rude.
And then I'm just like, and I was bigger than the guy, and I'm just like
course.
literally like
It's the only way it works.
squeezing the crap out of this guy. And then like he was definitely a higher belt than me. I mean, I'm a white belt. It's not very hard, but I mean, he couldn't get out. He's just like, oh. And then the time ran out, and then at
You
the
stand
end,
up like,
yeah, at the end, the sensei's like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. And I'm like, Alexei Olenek, you guys didn't see that one, you know? And then everybody, and the funny thing was, most of the people that go to that one, they don't really watch UFC.
That's so weird to me.
I'm
I
just
don't understand that.
I'm like, Alexei Olenek,
Yeah.
you know? I didn't even know it was called the scarf hold, right?
Yeah.
Like he did that last week, dude. And he almost tapped out Black Beast with it, right?
Yeah.
Like, and Black Beast was like, oh my God, I'm like dying, right?
Yeah.
So he got out in the second round. He just said, I have to just knock him out, or if
Yeah.
that happens again, I'm done.
Did
So,
Derek
yeah.
Lewis, did he just stand up out of it? Is that when that happened?
It ran out of time. It ran out of, yeah.
Because he does that escape sometimes where he just stands up.
Yeah. And he's just so big, right? Yeah.
So big, and it's like a mental thing. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm so indoctrinated in jiu-jitsu, I have to think like, okay, shrimp to my knee I have to
Yeah.
think along those lines.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis is so lucky. It's like, it's kind of like the benefit of ignorance kind of thing.
Yeah,
he
for
doesn't
sure.
know that you're not supposed to be able to just stand up, so he just does it.
That's great. I love
Yeah.
it. It's the truth, you know, and it happened with me a few times. I mean, right at the beginning when I started jiu-jitsu, I don't know if I told you this last time. Same thing. I was rolling, and I ended up kind of getting on top of a guy, and I just dragged him over to the wall, and I pinned him against the wall, and I was like kind of like Khabibing him, you know, against the wall. And they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hey, man.
And I'm like, Khabib, what are you talking about? And they're just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm getting my ass kicked. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, okay, I got on top. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to pin him against the wall because that's what Khabib does
Yeah.
with the cage, you know?
Yeah. And
they're just
typically
like, yeah.
in jiu-jitsu schools, you're supposed to ignore the fact that the walls are there.
Oh, really?
But I always do it the opposite. I always try to run up them. Like from side control, for example,
Oh,
I can have my
shoot.
knees on the floor.
Okay.
Or even cooler is if I can get my
Like the cage
feet
walk
way
thing?
up the wall.
Okay.
Which they never do in the UFC. Like it doesn't actually
Okay,
help, but
okay.
it looks really cool.
The cage walk. So I've done that sometimes. There's someone's on top. Then I kind of like scoot over to the wall and I just
Sure.
kind of like wall walk it. And people are just kind of
Sure.
like, what are
And
you
so if you're
doing?
doing that to me, I'll turn you away from the wall and I'll put my feet on the wall just so
Okay.
it looks ridiculous.
There you go.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that would happen for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool because, you just like, I don't know, you get into that position, no clue what to do. And then with the first thing that pops into your head is something that you saw in UFC. I'm like, I think I could probably do that. A head and arm choke. And you're just like, and I can never get it because they're like, oh no, you're doing it totally wrong. I'm like, yes, always. I'm like, well, they're like, the guy will be like, no, that's no, you got to do this. And they're just the guys like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like squeezing the crap out of them. I'm like, and they're like, no, you're not gonna get the tap.
Squeeze harder always.
Yeah, they're like, you're not gonna get the tap like that. They're literally like coaching me, and I'm like squeezing it. So I'm like, ugh. Yeah, that's not working. But I'm like, I don't know, head and arm choke. That's what always happens in the UFC, and
it looks easy.
It always taps people out, or like the Darce choke, and then
just do like Tony Ferguson, do it perfectly every time.
I'm like, okay, that's not bad, and then they're just like, yeah, no, there's nothing here. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like literally like, but they're just talking to me like, no, it's not working. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it's great. I love it.
One day you'll get back in there.
It's either like, no, I will. That's the plan. Yeah, it's good stuff. Keep going or what?
I'm scared, man.
This one is not. I think this is hotter than this because this is Empress Hot Sauce. Empress Hot Sauce. They make local sauces, and it is with ghost pepper, but it's really with a bunch of different flavor and seasoning. So I think I haven't had it on cauliflower for a while. I've had it on chicken like every week. And usually it does. The cauliflower is usually spicier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have to. We can stop if you want.
As they call it, Empress brings the heat.
Empress brings the heat, right? Shout out to the Empress. So this is the Empress ghost pepper, man.
You got this.
There you go. And then we'll start to go through some of the photos we got. Some of those good. Yeah. The good ones. They're going to be good. Yeah, we got some Matt Bateman in there as well. So the two 10 Planet brothers. Yeah. The Smesh brothers. Yeah. Another thing about Hamza, like he's always like, kill you, smash you. And then when they really kind of deep dove into the interview, he's just like, well, he doesn't know other words than that. And then because people legit thinks he's like he's a psycho, and he's just like, well, that's the word I know, you know. That's like when we speak Chinese and we know one word to describe 20 things and we use it.
Yeah, everybody's Lehigh to me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lehigh on Shuai. Oh, Lehigh and Shuai. And then it's funny because they're like, oh, in the press conference, they're like, hey, what are you gonna do now? He's like, oh, I'm gonna get a pizza. I smashed the pizza, and it's just like I smash it. And they're like, what? Like, I smashed the pizza.
But that was a good thing in the Gilbert Burns one because it was a tough fight. It was all love.
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
That
was cool. That was good. And
but did you guys notice, though, in the end of round one, in the beginning of round two, they were they were smashed against the wall, and then he pushed him.
You hit him, right?
Yeah, Hamza still like kind of
after the bell. You mean?
After the bell, and then he just kicked him, and he just
didn't lose anything.
Slapped him. Yeah,
that was really close. That was almost like a DQ. It's almost like kicked out of the company.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that was close.
But that's like
that freaked me out.
Yeah, but that's like, it's hard to turn it off sometimes, right? I guess. I mean, if you're I'm not saying me or you, but I'm saying if he was brought up that way that he was supposedly brought up, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be tough, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's so used to ragdolling everybody. Somebody actually is holding their own. I thought that Gilbert looked a little bit scared at the very, very beginning.
Should have been.
Yeah, he was.
It's reasonable.
And then once Gilbert clocked him a few times, Gilbert was like, "All right, wait a minute.
Remember,
I do
Gilbert
got
Burns.
this. Yeah. I'm Gilbert Burns. I almost knocked out Kamaru, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are you stalling too, or is it just me?
No. Okay, let's go. I took the bottom.
Oh man.
So there we go.
All in one Eddy.
Let's
see what do you do? Oh, not bad.
All right. It's less spicy, I think. I don't know. Refill on both, or you want to try another beer, or what do you want to do?
Let's go one more.
Same?
Good. Yeah.
I'll get it.
Can you let that one? Yeah, thanks, man. I'm good on beer. Just 2 horchatas and then one number 5.
Man, so you eat these every week.
I do.
I get really worried about you, man.
Yeah?
Even last time, I was like, how's his stomach? Like, how's that possible?
You know what? The first few months were pretty bad, and I'm like, man, I better change this up. Yeah. And then...
get some medicine or something, right?
Yeah, like usually I'll take I used to take this shot of like that stomach coating stuff. That like...
I don't know. That's what I need.
So But then after that, it didn't. No, I haven't had any for a long time.
I need it already.
But yeah, no. After that, after the first few months, it kind of went away. I was like, oh, nice. Yeah, no. The first few were bad. I mean, did I tell
definitely
you
go talk to a doctor.
Did I tell you about the baking soda?
What happened?
So a guy who does hot sauces, he said before he does hot sauces, he has a little bit of water with some baking soda, and he like shoots it, and it kind of alkalizes the stomach or something.
Really?
And he's like, do that. I'm like, all right, cool. And I forgot, and I'm like, oh, I should just do it anyway. So I did it after, while all this stuff was in my stomach, and as soon as it hit the stomach, it was just like pain. I was like, oh no! I was like literally on the bathroom floor. Like, my wife walks in and she's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And it's just burning, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" It's just waiting and waiting. I'm like, And she's like, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. No." And then like 2-3 minutes goes by, and it's like excruciating. I'm like, maybe give me if it still hurts in 1 minute, maybe I'll go.
1 minute.
You know, and then. I'm like, I kind of got up and I went to like the fridge and I grabbed like a liter of milk and just went guzzled a liter of milk. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So you're saying don't snort baking soda after
Don't
this?
do it. Don't do it.
Noted.
Noted, exactly, yeah.
Did I miss the baking soda story? Like, did someone snorted baking soda while I went to order?
I didn't snort it. That's
I thought
for
that's
sure.
why you left. I thought you were... No.
The baking soda, man. Yeah. Beautiful, man. Let's go through some of the pictures we got, man. Let's start with number one.
What kind of pictures we got?
There we go. I'll pull up this camera
The
first.
holistic Superman here.
Let's go.
My favorite one is the one on the right.
Yeah.
Because like
That's a
everybody's
tournament.
just like at a tournament, like watching, and you're just like in the side, like, in your own zone, like in your own world.
And that's a real interesting one because I was so certain I was about to lose.
Okay.
Because I pulled in the number one in my first match. I pulled the most dominant Taiwanese grappler ever. It's one guy, Lin Yo. We used to train together. He's amazing. He's a black belt now under Andre Galvao.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
Super.
Wow. Okay.
I want to plug his school. I think it's Tornado.
Oh, I've heard
called?
of it. Yeah,
Tornado,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And so the whole 24 hours, I was like, well, I already lost.
Yeah.
I was going through all my regrets. Like, I didn't train
I
hard.
hate jiu-jitsu.
What am I even doing with my life?
Yeah, those are the best. Yeah.
And so in that moment, right before the picture was taken, I was like, okay, well, at least let me like pretend I have a chance.
Get into that.
Let's
spirit.
pretend.
Yeah.
Like, what would I do if I thought I could win?
Okay.
And so I struck that pose. I warmed up like I had a chance, and I went out there and I submitted him.
Oh, that's
super
so
fast.
cool, man. Really?
Super fast with a heel hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 10 Planet stuff, right?
It's
The
10
heel
Planet
hooks,
stuff. It was legal in the tournament, and it's not
Beautiful.
something he's practiced before.
Okay.
And so in my mind, that was impossible, but I went out there and I did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, that's a good beach picture,
Yeah,
bro.
so this one, the guy who took it is Tarek, the guy who I do YouTube with.
Where is that? Which beach is that, man?
That is Kending.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Kending. That's a Baishawan.
Baishawan in Kending.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's last Chinese New Year. That's my buddy Wojtek. Wojtek's old school Taiwan BJJ buddy. He's the first buddy I made in Taipei. Was
Really?
Wojtek, yeah. 8 years ago. Met him at Taiwan BJJ.
Nice. Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is he still down there, or what's going on?
He's in Taipei.
Okay.
So we're going camping next weekend.
Nice.
Me and Wojtek.
That's awesome. Beautiful. That one it's a picture, but it's like I don't know. It's
all I see
digitized or
is
something.
muscles. All I see is muscles.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Hualien, just at the end of this Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So I went on like a full tour. So I did my last class in Taipei. It was the Sunday before Chinese New Year. I went to Kaohsiung and taught jiu-jitsu. I went to Taichung and taught jiu-jitsu.
Okay. I remember you doing the traveling
And then
jiu-jitsu thing, right?
I went on vacation with Wojtek to Xiaoliuqiu. And I went to Hualien.
Xiaoliuqiu. Did you go free diving or anything? No.
I went snorkeling.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the free version.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this was like the end of like it was like a dreams come true trip.
Okay.
Truly, truly amazing. Like everywhere I went, I just got like the royal treatment. Places to stay and food and people to train with.
Awesome.
And, like, it was amazing.
Hey.
And that was this picture.
What's happening here? You look young. You look so young, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, my age fluctuates a lot.
There you go, man. You look like you're 15 here.
So that's me setting up a high elbow guillotine. So I'm about to connect my hands like this.
Okay.
And elbow goes all the way up, and that's the choke.
Okay. Nice.
That's a Marcella team. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm... Oh, there's Matt Bateman.
Can
My
we also
brother.
get number 5 for him? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, that's you and Matt, right? So you guys also both look like almost like kids, man. Like, how long ago was that? How long have you guys known each other as the 10th Planet guys?
I feel like 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to come to my house and train. And this was like when I first started teaching at the Tai Chi school.
Okay.
So this was like with my ex-girlfriend. We used to do these events. They were my favorite things. Still to this day, the coolest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
Was yoga, jiu-jitsu, yoga workshops. So she does 30 minutes yoga, 2 hours jiu-jitsu, 30 minutes of yoga.
Oh, wow.
Everybody leaves blissed out, learned a lot.
Dude.
It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to get back on that, man. I like that. I don't know anybody that does that. That's cool.
I like the idea. I did it again with a buddy of mine. He's a movement specialist.
Okay.
So he shows up and he's like, he's done jiu-jitsu a couple of times. He always
Yeah.
like, oh, it impacts here. So we'll just kind of, oh, thanks, man.
There you go. Enjoy
We'll
that
do these, like,
juicy.
spinal waves.
Okay.
Showed us a couple other things. And then
All
we
right.
do...
And then you roll, you tap them out a few times, and then you
I tried to improv some jiu-jitsu magic.
okay.
Yeah. So I always got to keep in mind, man, like a lot of people do jiu-jitsu not to be champions, not to win street fights, just because it's like really cool.
Oh, it is
And so
for
this
sure.
is
Yeah,
like
yeah, of course. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a weird dynamic as a jiu-jitsu teacher because I'm more inclined to be an entertainer. You know,
Okay.
even like teaching English is kind of like that. Like these kids.
Oh man, I taught kindergarten for years. It was my
Yeah.
favorite gig of my life. I think
It's
Yeah.
fun, and
It's fun.
and you know you can kind of get lost in like these kids need to speak perfect English or they need to enjoy being here,
You know,
and that's a weird balance. And I try to think of that with jiu-jitsu all the time.
one of the weird things with that is it depends a lot on the management. Unfortunately, kind of the ownership and the management of the school.
Of course,
Because my first 2 years here, I had 6 kids from like, I had them from like age maybe 4.5 till 6.5. The same 5 kids, I think. And so by the end of the 2 years, they spoke native, like perfect English,
Oh, yeah?
right? But I still got so much shit from the manager all the time. Well, you don't follow the rules on the communication books. I'm like, what? I'm like, are the parents paying for the communication books?
Yeah.
Are they paying for like the like Western accent
Yeah.
English? And they're paying a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but I got so much crap, and eventually I left. And the funny thing is, some of those kids are still in touch with me now, and they actually come here.
awesome.
And that was like 20 years ago, so they were like 5, and now they're like 25.
Yeah, cool,
And it's
cool,
just like,
cool.
whoa. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What a
I'm like,
trip.
how do you even remember me? And they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, that was like the best. Really?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's an interesting philosophical thing to think about that you
Yeah.
can apply to everything, right? Is like
Yeah.
if you have guys who really know solid jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
but the owner of the gym wants it to be street applicable.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, we could. And then they take them to a competition, they get smoked.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I thought you wanted. And it's a weird,
No, it's
a weird thing.
I also coach
Yeah.
soccer, man. And,
Yeah, same thing.
and-
should it be fun or should it be
and-
like championship material?
Like I tried to do both.
Yeah.
And one of the things was the kids that I had, they were great, and it was so much fun. And again, one of them just invited me today to their wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Right. And they were like
cool.
8 when I taught them. And we won some games, but when it came down to like the crazy, they were just like, they kind of were like, ooh, because they want to have fun. So there was this one tournament that we won, and we smashed everyone. All the killer teams, for some reason, didn't go. So we did amazing. We smashed everybody, and we smashed the pizza, right? So we smashed
Smashed the
everybody.
pizza.
Yeah, we smashed everybody, and then it's like everybody's like, you're the god, you are the king, and then like 4 days later, we had our first like 11-a-side match, and we got smashed, and they're like, maybe you should just teach English. It's like 3 days ago, I'm the king of the world.
Yeah.
And then like, 3 days later, they're like, maybe maybe it's just not right for you. You know, you're like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's ridiculous, but it's crazy. Yeah. Let's check the next one out. Oh, I didn't get invited to that. That's so close to here.
Yeah. So
I actually went there for the first time recently, but go ahead.
So this was a really cool moment for us. So this was that same day we're saying we're around the corner filming.
Yeah.
That's why he's in a suit. We're filming in a suit.
Yeah.
And
there's a place down the street called Hookah Daddy.
You know, like
have you been there?
From my bedroom, I see that place.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I live around here.
Really?
So,
Yeah,
like
cool.
from my bedroom, I see this place.
Yeah, and so I'd never seen this place before, but I've always been on the lookout for hookah lounges. I really enjoy them.
Really? Okay.
And all the ones I used to go to near Gongguan, they closed.
Okay.
And so it's like kind of a bummer.
This is a new one, yeah.
Yeah, and so we're driving past it like well after midnight.
Hookah Daddy.
We're on our way home. It's like it's pouring rain, and
Yeah.
we see it. I'm like, oh, hookah lounge, cool. And I was like, oh, I might just hop out and go there. Just my abandoned. He was like, no, let's go. You want to go? I was like, well, I have no money. You want to buy me a hookah? He's like, yeah.
Let's go,
And
yeah.
so like this is one of like the good things that we have going. Is like we went there and just talked about like how happy we are with the YouTube stuff, like how much fun we're having.
That's the most important
Some goals we're looking for, some things that could happen.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool, man. It was like such a good moment, such a good time.
Beautiful.
So fun.
I mean, I went there about 2 weeks ago. The boss of 23, Brett.
Okay.
Brett came by and he was fixing something somewhere, and he came by. He had a meal, and we had a beer. And then my wife and daughter went home, and he has a wife and daughter too, so he knows when the wife and daughter left, it's just like, oh,
Opportunity.
do I have you for the night? And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. What do you want to do? And he's like, have you been to Hookah Daddy? And I'm like, no, but I go by it like all the time, but I've never went in. And he's like, all right, we're going. He's like, how far is it? I'm like, walking, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go. So we went in, and that was the first time I've actually done hookah
Oh yeah. Oh,
in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was fun. And what I liked was
it too much for your head? Is it
no,
okay?
we got like a mellow one. And then at the end, the guy's like, hey, if you want to do it again, he brings out like these off menu, like heavy duty ones. I'm like, dude, I don't like smoke anything. Just so you know. So if I have that, just taking a smell of it, I'm getting a headache. So I'm going to be messed up. So I'm like, yeah, next time, you know. But yeah, no, I just got like a mellow one, cucumber or something.
Sure.
It was like something super girly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's the
I'm
way
like,
it
let's
has
just
to
do
be.
that. I'm like, let's just do that. Yeah.
I was trying to tell because Tarek had never had hookah before either.
Oh, there you go.
But
Okay.
we smoked cigars a couple times.
Okay.
And so they're like, what's hookah? What's the deal? I was like, oh, it's like a feminine cigar. It's like it's the same kind of plant, but it's fruity and like it lasts forever. It's great.
Yeah, it lasted a long time.
Yeah, it lasts. You quit before it does.
Yeah. Well, we
cigars, you know, you burn them, they done.
Yeah.
Like men, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So 50-50 rubber guard is something that a buddy of mine posted on Instagram, and he was walking me through it. This is one of those moves that we don't recommend anybody to actually do it.
Okay, so
like,
let's teach them how. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so in the video, that's the first thing we say is like,
do not do this at home.
well, it's like this is a cool move. Some people can pull it off, but you have to have really good 50-50. You have to have really good rubber guard already before you can start. Because to be in 50-50, man, like you're giving up a heel hook at all times. That's the name of the position. Like your leg is in danger. And so to do this super complicated rubber guard transition while you're in danger is like not recommended.
Gotcha.
So I can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
You should not.
I shouldn't do it. It's okay.
Like, do you do 50-50? Do you play heel hooks at all?
I tried.
Okay, yeah, so don't do this.
I mean, I can pull a perfect hook if I'm in the perfect position.
Okay.
And I'm not in any danger. So if I'm on top.
Yeah, so that's not 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
That was such a cool picture.
Yeah, that's
such
like
a cool
perfect, like
such
a
a
fighter
beauty.
picture.
That's such a beauty.
Shit, my bad. Sorry.
There you go.
I think this is very imperfect because my hands are fucking flailing. They're way out here. I should have a K-guard underhook.
Okay.
So my foot's in good position, right?
You were
I'm
going
pushing
in
him
for that.
off.
It looks like you're going in for that. No.
I don't think
You
I
don't
knew it.
remember?
I don't think I knew it at that time. I think I wasn't playing K-guard at that time.
Okay.
So I should have been spinning under him to work for something. But
I've
I think
seen
I'm
that in
just
UFC.
flying out. Maybe I'm like trying to smash the ground.
Okay.
So it is cool, but I
FC.
I can't look at a picture like this and be like, oh, that was good.
We're like,
no,
it looks
it's
cool,
like,
and you're like,
it's like, come on, man, like get up, grab a
Next,
leg, like
yeah.
what are you
You know,
doing?
one of my reflexes
What's
is like
this?
when I'm pushed on the ground on my back. One of my reflexes is like I turn towards my back and I literally wait for the person to come behind me so that I can sprawl over and have him beneath me on the back, and then I can turn over so that I can get at least onto the side guard.
Okay, you gotta teach me later. I don't know what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll show me.
okay, cool.
Sure.
Spider web.
Yeah.
What is this, man? So you're still rocking the Mexican masks?
Yeah, I got my own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually have a few.
Yeah?
If you need
Oh,
more.
I should have brought them.
If you need some.
Should
I
I
can-
could
I don't know
always
if you-
use
yeah,
them.
yeah.
So
'Cause I got a couple and I haven't used them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been using
you need
this
some
a little bit
Mexican.
on YouTube, and we just did a whole photo shoot that I was like, so it's like an embarrassing thing, but I think it's cool. It's like I don't know exactly what to make of these mask things. Like it's fun, but it's like embarrassing too.
To wear it, you mean? Or
Yeah,
wow.
just show people around. And
Okay.
so this was advertising at Kaohsiung BJJ Spiderweb Workshop. Spiderweb is an armbar system.
Oh,
10
really?
planet armbar system.
Oh man.
Yeah, once you're in the spiderweb, you're done.
You're
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
That's
That's you and your guy, huh?
That's Tarek, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. What's he holding?
He's filming this with a drone.
I
so
was
in his
thinking it
hand
looks
is
like
like
a drone controller.
Yeah, it's a drone controller with his phone plugged in.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's the thing, man. It's like he's super like
knows what's
high
up.
tech, and I'm not. I don't have anything. Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's the last one, yeah?
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Cool. How you feeling, man?
I feel like my insides are destroyed.
Okay.
I feel
So
like
we'll pass on the last one.
feel like I could use about 6 more beers.
Well, you can have.
I feel very happy to be here. I feel just keep going on my feelings.
Yeah.
My head's
Good one,
itchy.
Okay. Perfect. Me too. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, I think made it all the way. You don't have to take the last one, brother. It's on you. Whatever
I
you wanna
definitely have to take the last
do. You
one.
definitely have to.
I'm just not excited about it. I'm not looking forward to it. But it does need to get done.
Just a little nibble, maybe.
No, I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
You got to do the whole thing.
I gotta do the whole. I'm here, like
Okay.
you know,
Wanna
in the
do it?
same way. Like when I go on rivers with people, at some point it's always like, oh, it's time to jump in,
Yeah.
and I always have to sit on the ledge for about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
As people are like, come on, man, and it's like, no, I gotta sit there and just kind of
You're like, what am I doing here?
put myself through the pain of just imagining, and then it gets done.
It's, my daughter just went to a birthday party, and they had like this zip line,
What?
like a kid's birthday party with this kid's zip line thing. And of course, the boys are like, yeah, little boys, and they run up there, and my daughter runs up, and she's just like, yeah, boom. She's like, yeah. And then like everyone's kind of like, yeah, well, a couple adults can do it, and they're just like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I go up, so I climb up, and I climb up, and I climb up, and I get strapped in, and I look down, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm so nervous already.
I'm like,
so
oh
nervous.
man. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, my palms are sweaty from the food and that story.
Yeah, and they're just like, they just like buckle you in,
Oh, man.
and the guy's just like, all right, man, go. And I'm like, and it's made for kids, so like I had to like go under this ledge and then kind of lean out the side, and then kind of like jump. And when you lean out, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not gonna go. And one little girl kind of like bailed, and she's like, no, I'm going back. She climbed back down, and I'm like, oh man. And then all the kids are like, because they all like watch her videos and watch the podcast, and they come to eat.
Oh, is
and-
she famous?
Yeah, not famous, but I mean they're friends of hers, right? And
School
they
famous.
all come here, and everyone's just like, this place is like the best. And then they're like, oh, this
Can
guy's
only
like this
imagine.
guy's like the man. And then all of a sudden he's scared to
you're
jump.
famous.
Yeah, so I'm like, they're like, he's scared to jump off this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh,
I am
can't-
too,
oh my god,
man.
I'm freaking out here. I'm freaking out. And then the guy's like, what's going on, right? He's tiny Taiwanese guy. So I'm like, am I supposed to sit? Am I supposed to hold the rope? And then he's just like, either one's fine. It's fine. And then I just like grabbed the rope, and I like pulled myself up, and I just like jumped, and I'm like, ugh. And it went like so slow. It's like, and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. But the jump was rough. I was like,
The jump's
how is
always
the
the
jump?
hardest part.
The jump was so hard. I think, oh my, because you're out of control. Like
Yeah.
when you give that control up, it's like, oh man, there's no turning back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
I was freaking out.
I get that feeling before jiu-jitsu tournaments as well.
Okay, yeah.
But the good thing about it is it's not up to me.
Okay.
Like they don't say, "Oh, whenever you're ready, we'll start the match."
Okay.
They never say that.
Okay.
It's you're on now. Go.
Go.
You can't like, "Oh, can I go outside for a moment?" Like there's nothing like that.
Gotta
Stand-up
pee.
comedy's
I gotta
like
pee.
that.
No.
Yeah. Oh, can I go drink some water? Oh, I forgot. I gotta update my Instagram. Like
Yeah.
there's no excuse.
Like,
It's,
just
you're
do
on
it, man.
now or you're out.
Yeah.
And that's like it's comforting in a way because I could definitely put it off for a while.
Okay.
Like Musashi, who just kind of sit in the woods before a
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
about that? Like
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
a guy
for
to
sure.
meet him over there. He's over here just chilling.
That's funny.
You can't do that in jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
no room for that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Should we do it, or what are you thinking? This is a massive jump, brother. So let's do it.
Gonna drink some beer first.
There you do. Have some beer.
Don't touch your eyes, though.
Yeah. There you go. I think it's the first time I never said it. Yeah. Because people will be like, "Oh, my eyes itchy." I'm like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a good idea.
Well, it's good. It's like I always want to cry on camera. So like,
Well, there you go.
so here's how we spin it. If that does happen, I'll start doing it, and I'll just be like, I just really appreciate. I can't do it now, but like
We'll do it.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
do
do
it.
it to myself.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Take that napkin in my eye.
Yeah. It's rub the eyeball. Rub the eyeball.
Just get real emotional all of a sudden.
Exactly, man.
Okay, I'm postponing this. Let's do it.
Get in on that, brother. All right. Cheers, man. Woo.
The plate is empty.
Plate's
It's all
empty.
gone.
All right. Salute.
There we go. The moment of truth.
Oh, man.
Oh, you guys took a good bite. Good luck with that. Oh no.
Wow.
The guy went all in.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, there it is. It's kicking in.
It's kicking in, yeah? There you go. Shout out to your dad. You told him not to do it, man. Come on.
Listen to my dad.
Yeah.
Horchata helps, guys. Horchata helps.
Yeah, I made the latest batch. I think I made it hotter. Because now,
That makes sense.
Because I'm just like, I'm getting the last one. I'm like, oh, this is nothing now. What happened? So I made this batch maybe a week ago, and it's like, ooh,
This is so ridiculous.
But you took it pretty good, though.
you whoop that sucker down, man.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
Now I'm crying. I'm sweating, crying.
Yeah.
It's amazing you can make full sentences.
No. The secret is take a bite, ask the question, and then just sit there with horchata in your mouth while the person answers. That's the secret. You're just
And
like,
now I'm learning the secrets.
Interesting. Yeah. There you go. Well, you made it, man.
Let's do this fight.
You made it. Yeah.
So much respect for you, man.
Thank you.
That's all right. That's all right. It's good. It's good. Oh, yeah. So, future plans, baby. What are the future plans? Don't come here again to eat?
To survive the last ring.
My future plan is to go home, sit on the toilet for about 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to leave the house.
Oh, you won't be
try
able to
to
leave.
get these clips off the internet.
There you go. There you go. Let's take a quick look at his YouTube channel.
Let's do it. Let's do
Let's
it.
take a quick look.
You guys take a look. I go to the bathroom.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, do your
Okay.
thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, watch some videos.
There you do it. Let's pick up the funny one.
The funny was
Fighting
the
your boss.
jiu-jitsu at work.
Yes. Pull that one up. No, he needs a break. There you go. Boom. Coworker
Coworker
sucks.
sucks.
Coworker sucks. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, they made like a good short film kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's really well done. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
got
like the quality.
subtitles on it. Yeah?
That's our guy.
That's the man right there.
Yep. He's about to pull off some moves.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a rough one. Oh, they didn't put the audio on. Oh, basically he's like, yeah, man, I just got this new job and crypto's doing good. I don't know how this happens to me all the time. And the guy's like, fuck.
Bam.
You should try to be more like me. That's what he says. It's so funny, man. And then you got these
I
kids.
can't put the audio on. If I do, we'll get a copyright claim.
No, don't do the copyright thing. Yeah, we'll get copyright strike. So this is great. This is so funny. He's just basically bragging. He's just
Exactly. And bam, bam, bam. That's choke right there.
Yeah.
All right. Boss sucks.
Boss sucks, yeah. This one's really funny, too.
Say what?
This one's so funny, too. He basically says, he's just chatting, and then the guy comes in. He's like, hey, you're doing great, but you got to work this Saturday, you know? And the guy's like, what? Yeah, that's what he's saying here. It's so funny.
Wait, so who's the boss? The guy in the jacket or
Yeah, the guy in
Marshall?
jacket.
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh, that's the gi move.
Yeah. Guy's like, wait a minute, what?
You're not escaping that.
Yeah, I love it. Look at that.
Oh,
How you feeling, brother?
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Don't cry for me, man. It's all good.
Just
Oh, that's
appreciate
with
it
the
so
mask.
much, man.
I'm
he
so
came
happy
with the
you're here,
mask.
man.
Oh,
Oh
There
yeah,
he is.
that's a nice heel hook.
that's a heel hook right there.
There you go. That's a beauty, man. Do you guys have a video that's doing better than the other ones, or are they pretty consistent?
In terms of views, I mean,
views-wise, yeah.
This one
The
is doing
info's
good.
there.
Mounted smaller choke.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
take a
the
quick
first
look at
one.
that one, yeah?
Oh my god,
It's the one that they invented themselves.
yeah, we invented it all.
Yeah.
I like how the color combination of his tights t-shirt and your tights at the bottom kind of match.
That's right. You're one.
Yeah. We were doing that for
We are
like
one.
we were doing that for like a year beforehand. Like I don't know why, but we'd always we'd be matching like that.
It's a team.
Yeah, we're in sync in some way I don't understand.
I'm gonna get my daughter to practice these moves, man, and do them to some like little kid next time. She's rolling.
Yeah.
You're like, where'd you learn that?
This move, this is what you do if like say you have a crazy guy in here and the cops are coming in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You get him like this and just wait.
It's like a Matt Serra.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might be wrong, but I think do you guys know Russell Peters?
Yeah.
Russell Peters pulled a move which was either this or something very similar to this in a heist at a jewelry store.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
until the
not
cops
surprised.
came.
Yeah.
He's a big BJJ guy?
Oh, yeah. Big time, big time.
Jean-Jacques Machado.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's a blue belt at least, maybe higher now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. He loves jewelry and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so he's teaching a different version of it. Yeah.
Same thing, but like another thing I really like about me and Tarek is we see the world differently. So
Okay.
when we come to jiu-jitsu, the details that we focus on are different.
Okay.
See, so there he's going for the Americana.
Americana, right?
I
Yeah.
always skip the Americana. I don't think it's real.
Okay.
Yeah. But when he does it, is it real?
Works on
so.
white belts.
It works on
Yeah.
white belts. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I just think it's like amazing, like that we get to train in such a beautiful spot. Like this room is so ridiculous. I got my
All the
tea
natural
there, I
light
got the
and stuff,
plants
yeah,
there,
it's
I got the
beautiful,
huge
man.
windows, got the balcony.
I love it, brother. Looks good.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. Very cool, my man. So, what do you think? How you feeling? All right?
I feel like my mouth is on fire.
Yeah. That's
I feel like
normal.
there's
That's normal.
no past, no future.
That's also
Stuck in the
normal.
moment.
Also normal. Also normal, yeah. Brother, I appreciate you coming out, man.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks.
I'm feeling the repercussions for days.
Yes, 3 days. We're going for 4 this time. That's why I made it spicier.
Okay, yeah.
4
4-day
days,
recovery.
4-day recovery, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think my daughter is online school starting tomorrow, so she's going to be happy about that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is that pretty normal?
I think most kids, I don't know. The thing is, I have a lot of like podcast gear set up at home.
Yeah.
So she's got like this like ultimate setup for like her online
cool.
class.
Yeah,
and she's got like, and she streams. So she's got like her little headset and stuff. And she's got like, so she's like, hey, this is way better than school. I'm like, well,
so fun.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's cool.
Online starting tomorrow. Yeah. You have anything you want to add, brother, before we call it or what?
My mind is blank. I love everybody. Marshall Stamper.
All right, guys.
That's all I got.
From the No-Gi King of Taipei. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, my man. Thanks, Rushi, for coming out and supporting. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Don't forget to check the link in the description below for this man's Taipei BJJ channel. Yeah. Don't forget to support. If you want to get some private lessons, hit this guy up. That is the man you need to see. Appreciate it, guys. I had a little bit of a cold, so hopefully it didn't sound too awful today. But yeah. All right. Take care, guys. Appreciate it. See you next week. Yeah. Bye-bye.